Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Miriam, aka Mimi. You may have clicked onto this video because of the title. Indeed, this story is true. I did fail out of pharmacy school, and I'm here to tell you why. So if you stick around, you'll know. Okay, so my story is I started pharmacy school last year, fall of 2016, and my prior experiences before that, I was an engineer student. I completed my associate's degree in biomedical engineering and basic engineering, so I kind of had an experience with the STEM, STEM classes and all that stuff. So I wasn't too unfamiliar with the territory of pharmacy, but this program that I'm doing, pharmacy, is a PhD program, so my classes were worth more credits than usual, than most undergrad classes. So within each semester I did do like a lot of classes. So the classes I was introduced to, I did start my fall semester with 8 classes, each class ranging from about 3 credits to 2 credits. Some were worth 1 credit, depending on what it was, and some were no credit. It was just show up participation. So I was definitely not used to doing 8 classes per semester, so that was very new to me. Luckily I did make it through first semester fall, and let me tell you, it was an experience. But before I go any further, my program is an accelerated program. Pharmacy school originally is a 4-year degree, but I'm doing mine within, they call it 3 years, but it's like 2 years and a few months. So it is accelerated. You get no breaks. You go to school fall, spring, and throughout the summer. So it's non-stop until your 3rd year. So back to my story. I did complete my fall semester, and then I entered into spring. And I don't know, I think I went into it with some kind of mentality that I felt like maybe I kind of gave up a little bit, but I didn't. I was really worn out by my first semester, and I did want to do really good in the spring, so I did study hard, but it was just, some things just were not clicking. So the spring semester I did about the same courses. I did do about 6 courses, and these classes were worth a lot more credits. Each course were either 2 or 3 credit courses, so the amount of credits really depicts on how much you have to study per class. So it was a lot harder. I did say I did fairly well. I actually did a little bit better than my first semester, but I did not do well on one course. The course was called pharmacokinetics, and I knew I wasn't doing very well, but I kind of went with the flow of things. I was just like, okay, I'll just drag it out and see how I'll do during finals. And finals can make you or break you. Finals is not the place where you want to go and say, I know what, I'm just going to give it all my all and pass. No. What you're supposed to do is do well in the beginning of the course, and then during the finals, you don't want to stress so much because you did very well. Not saying that you shouldn't do well in your final, but I should have been doing well throughout my whole course. But that didn't work out that way. So then I got my grade and realized I failed. And it wasn't just like, oh, you failed with like a D. No, I had a big fat F, and that was a shock to me because that meant I would have to redo this course. I was out of the program, and that was a shock to me because a lot went through my mind. First of all, what came through my mind was shame. I felt shame. Don't know why, but I felt shame because I feel like I let myself down. I feel like I let my family down. And I felt like I could have done more. I was embarrassed. I felt like maybe I wasn't smart enough. And during the spring semester, it just seemed like everybody understood the course, and I was just left in the wind. So I kind of just rolled along, acting like I knew what I was doing, but I really didn't know what I was doing. And I don't know why I didn't seek for help, because I think maybe I had a little bit of pride. I was, again, ashamed that I was the only one who didn't understand what was going on. So then, yeah, I failed. And also, I was kind of scared because I made awesome friends, and I was part of a study group, and we were knit tight. We were kind of like a family, and they were gonna go on without me, and I was gonna be stuck behind. So it was just a whirlwind of emotions. Like, I was crying constantly. I was sad. I was down. I just didn't know what to do. I didn't even want to do it again. I didn't want to see this class again. I just didn't want to talk about it. A lot went through my mind, because with this program, the class you feel is not available the next semester. It's available the next year during the same time. So I failed in the spring. I have to wait till the next spring. So I failed spring 2016. No, 2017. And now I have to come back spring 2018. So I'm at a year of just nothing. And I was like, what am I going to do for a whole year? I didn't plan on doing anything besides go to school. So I had a whirlwind of emotions, and the first people that came to me with love was my family. And they were the ones I was worried about the most, because they were so proud of me. Like, I felt like we made such a big deal about me going in. We had a party and everything, and I felt like that was all a waste. I was like, wow, they believed in me, and now look at me, I failed. And they were there to tell me, like, listen, you didn't fail. You just, you didn't do well. You messed up on this one. You learn from it and you move on. And I had encouragement from a lot of friends. They were just there for me. Melissa, shout out to you. She was there for me the day I found out I failed. She took me out and, she patted me on the back saying, it's okay, everything will be fine. So that was rough. But, I had to pick myself up and say, you know what? Though I failed this program, I'm going to come back. So luckily, I did fairly well on everything else. So they looked through my courses and they said, okay, if you decide to come back, you only have to do the course you failed and add this other course to it. I didn't fail the other course, but just to add up with the credits, which is something we can talk about later in another video about how all that works. But for the story's sake, I had to take the other course on top of that, because I couldn't just do that one course. So I was grateful, because sometimes people have to redo the whole spring semester, and I knew I didn't fail. I did fairly well on all my other courses. It's just that one. So I thank God for that. And now it was about what I was going to do for the whole summer, and what was I going to do for the whole year. And you would think that you'll spend this time studying, I'm going to get everything, but that's not how it worked out. The year I spent off was a year for me to look within myself and to see what are the things that are stopping me from doing what I want, because I had a lot of fear. And the fear was that I wasn't good enough or smart enough to continue, and that's something I had to deal with on my own. And I believe in everything happens for a reason. God had a purpose for me, and He wanted me to take that time off to think and take some time off. So this was a time for me to look within myself to see what are the things I have to work on, because my self-esteem was just not there when it came to my education. I went through a lot, and I had to, I have my cheerleaders, which I have my family and friends, but sometimes that's not really enough. You have to really tell yourself, like, they can't convince you that you can do this. You have to convince you that you can do this. And that was the problem that I had. I had to convince me that, hey, Miriam, you got this. You can do it. If they can do it, you can do it too. You're not dumber and they're not smarter. It's just have a different way of learning. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys, is that, no matter what you're going through in life, whether it's school, whether it's a new project, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, don't think you can not do it. People have done it, and it's possible. If they can go through school, you can go through school. It might take you a lot longer than others, but it doesn't mean you're any less capable of doing it. So yes, the year of 2017 was a year of exploration. I learned about myself. I definitely went back to work, because school doesn't allow you the leniency to work. I worked a lot. I took time for myself. I tried different things, though I wish I did more exploring, but that's okay. That's a whole other thing. But I definitely feel like this was a time for me to, number one, clean house mentally, broken house spiritually. Definitely my relationship with God needed some fixing up, because I was going this way while he's like, hey, hello, wrong way. So though it felt like a great loss at that time, I feel like I gained so much more. And within that time, I learned that I love helping people, and I love inspiring people, and I love telling people my stories. Though I have many other stories besides school, I mean, I loved sharing that with them and just trying to encourage people. So I kept going, I didn't give up, and now we are in 2018, and as you can see, I'm wearing my lanyard. I am back in school. I actually had my first day today, which you'll see in a different video coming up. And it was a whirlwind of mixed feelings. Seeing all my old friends was so exciting, but then seeing some of the people that came back as well was surprising too. But it was just a whole lot of a lot. But you know what? I feel like I'm where I am and where I'm supposed to be. So the last piece of advice I would like to give to you is that if you see that you are failing in a class, do not wait until it's too late, because that's what I did. I thought that maybe I can fix it on the next exam, and the next exam didn't go very well, and I was like, okay, I'll wait till the next one, and it didn't go well. Just ask for help at that time, because you don't know what kind of help you will get and what information that you will get that will actually benefit you. Because I did go to my professor's office in tears, and he was just like, why didn't you come ask me for help? And I'm like, duh, like, I should have done that. I don't know why I didn't go to him. He would have probably sat me down and showed me the parts that I didn't understand. Sometimes, well, I thought maybe he couldn't have given me what I needed, like within the course. But I don't know that. I should have just took that chance, because if I really wanted this, I should have just did everything I could, exhausted all my options. But instead, I just thought I could just do it on my own, and it didn't work out very well. So that's my last piece of advice. And guys, whatever you do, do not give up. Just keep on going. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep grinding. I can do this. I'm smart enough, and you're smart enough. You're worth it. You can do it. And I would love for you guys to join me on this journey into me coming back to pharmacy school. And my channel is mostly about, you know, motivation, motivating everybody to be their best and go for the things that they're afraid of, and not to give up. And also, it's a little bit of pharmacy. Pharmacy pretty much right now is my life. So I will definitely be talking about pharmacy. I'll definitely talk about how to get in, what to expect, how to prepare yourself, and what to do, what not to do, what got me out of pharmacy school, and what brought me back. So that's pretty much what I'm here for. And hopefully you guys get to learn more about me as you watch it. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Go ahead, don't wait for my videos. Just comment, leave me messages. I will talk to you and answer your questions about anything you want regarding pharmacy school, regarding life, regarding any questions. And yeah, I hope you have a great week. Bye. Hey, and if you like what you saw, please subscribe and like this video so I can make more. See you soon.